Welcome back to Over 50 TV. And I say welcome back because I tried to do a live stream at 10 o'clock with my partner in crime, Kish Townsend. And she let me know that she couldn't hear my voice. So the sound wasn't working anyway. Spent a lot of money on mics and I don't know how to use it, I guess. Anyways, welcome to Over 50 TV. It's Saturday morning. We're going to be talking about the 7 best low effort side gigs for retirees right now. And I'm excited to bring on Kish. Here we go. Hey, Kish, how are you?
Good. Partner in crime. I plead the fifth.
I know, man. I know. We should be pleading the fifth
Immunity.
anymore. Yeah. That actually that sounded kind of good. My partner in crime. But anyways, thanks for being here, Kish. And I want to thank everybody out there. I know I had a few people waiting to watch us. I don't know how many people are going to be coming back now, but I do know that a lot of folks watch the live stream after the live stream is over. So for those of you out there, you didn't miss a whole lot. So we're back here talking about the 7 best low effort side gigs for retirees right now. Kish is with me, and for some of you who watch our live streams, you know that Kish and we get together. Kish has got a lot of experience in business. Kish, why don't you tell folks what you do? If you could do it in like 30 seconds, if you don't mind, what your day job is.
Oh, my elevator pitch.
Yeah, no, man, I know.
Well, I have a background in real estate primarily, um, and sales and marketing, but I do work with small business owners.
Uh-huh.
So I connect small business owners with the resources that they need to grow, and I really enjoy that.
Cool. Yeah, you definitely are working. You work for one of the largest organizations in town, probably in this part of the country. So I'm glad you're here. So yeah, we're going to be talking right now about the 7 best low effort side gigs for retirees. And as I said, for retirees right now, what I want to do is I want to talk about why we picked these 7 side gigs and then also talk about how you can do these side gigs. Now, one thing I want to throw out there that I'm willing to do if there's somebody out there who is looking at one of these and trying to decide if it's something you want to do, something that I can do is I can willing to, for let's say the first 5 people who contact me through email, you can get my email address. It's lou@over50tv.com. The first 5 people who contact me, I will give you a 45-minute session free of charge. Normally, I do charge for this because I'm a consultant, but I'll give a 45-minute consultation free of charge to the first 5 folks who watch this video, decide they want to do one of these side gigs, these low effort side gigs, and I'll help you to get it rolling. So that's something I can extend you out there today. So
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
let's get to it.
That's very valuable. So hopefully people jump on that. That's like truly a valuable giveaway.
Yeah, you know what, Kish, it really is. I just the thing about it is, I'm getting over here now. I'm gonna get this thing going. The thing about it is, I just want to work with people who really are serious about making money and making extra money. I've been a consultant for a while. There's a lot of folks out there serious. There's a lot of folks who aren't. And, I don't want to waste your money. I don't want to waste my time or your time. So if you're serious about it, give me a holler. So let's talk about the side gigs. Again, I'm going to talk about why they're good, why they're valuable for you, a person who's retired. And then we're going to talk about how you can go about doing it. So yeah, let's get this started here. I'm going to start with the number one, and let me pull up. I've got a slide here. And Kish, I definitely value your opinion. So yeah, go ahead and say it. So the first one we're going to talk about, this is pet sitting and dog walking. Now, just for folks out there, this is an easy side gig to do. It is low effort. Don't dismiss it if you like working with animals. And I got down here why. Many seniors who enjoy spending time with the animals, they could do pet sitting or dog walking. You can make some cold, hard cash doing this gig. It's easy to get started. Kish, Kish, you want to tell people how they can get started here?
Well, I'm actually going to put on my glasses here. But yeah, I think this is a really cool one. You can get started by registering your information on platforms like Rover or WAG, and it'll connect you with pet owners who are in need of these services. So, yeah, that's a pretty easy gig if you are a pet owner, pet lover. And, in today's stressful world, it's just, so nice to be able to connect with these cuddly little animals.
Oh,
I know
yeah.
some people who have companion animals, and I don't know. I think this is a really cool one, and it's
Well,
a gig.
here's the thing, Kish. I have experience with this because I actually worked with a guy who had a small pet sitting business, pet sitting, pet walking business. And this was a guy that I never in my a million years would have ever dreamed that he would have a side business making a few thousand. I mean, I don't know if it was a few thousand, but I know when I started working with him, it was
Could
only a few
be.
hundred. Well, no, he started out making only a few $100 doing this, and he ended up building it up and he loved it. And he ended up making more money with this side gig because he also did pet sitting, for like a weekend or even a week at times. I remember him telling me that he made more money with the side gig. It's just a great side gig. And I know a lot of folks out there are going to dismiss this and say, well, I don't want to do it, but you can make money at it. So if you're retired and you're really looking at making some money, consider doing this side gig. So Kish, I know you're, I know you love animals. So I could imagine you could
Yeah,
use one of
and
this.
pets are like, family. So,
Yeah.
pet owners will invest good money into, services like this. So it's not something to overlook if you like animals.
No, it's not. And as I said in the opening of this video, I'm willing for the first 5 people who email me, I'm willing to spend 45 minutes to tell you how you can set this up. I've run many businesses, over a dozen businesses that generated millions of dollars in sales. I mean, I feel like I know this business like the back of my hand. Let's get to the next one here. Next one is freelance writing. And this is another one of those easy gigs. I think it's ideal for somebody who is older, who has a knack for writing, who wants to do some freelance work. You know what? Why not do it? Kish, tell people how they can get started on this.
Yes, so this is another easy one to get started with. You can create your profile on freelance job platforms like Upwork. That's a pretty well known one, as well as Freelancer and Fiverr.
Hmm.
And you can also do things like start a blog to showcase your writing. And, clients will can potentially reach directly out to you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I think this is another one of those easy gigs. And then I could imagine people who are sitting around who have a knack for writing. But the other thing is, what I do know is folks can get on and hop on, one of the AI platforms. I like ChatGPT. It's my favorite. I use it all the time. But you can use a platform like an AI platform to help you when it comes to writing. Even if just start with the outline and you can add your 2 cents to it. So yeah, this is another one of those great gigs. Again, I stress I'm willing to help folks out there. The first 5 people who do decide they want to send me a message, I'll help you 45 minutes free of charge. That's my deal for today. So let's get to the next one. Tutoring. I love this one, and I love it because it's ideal for all of us out there who are older, who have some experience. We got a background. It could be a background in a specific discipline, but if you want to show people, teach people how they can do something that that you have experience in, why not do it? Kish, tell them how they can get started.
Yeah, this is a good one. If you have experience in any subject, maybe you know a foreign language, maybe you're good at math, and you can get started tutoring on platforms like tutor.com, Wyzant, or TutorMe.
Mhm.
And this is a great way to showcase, what your knowledge is, and you can get paid for it.
Absolutely, absolutely. This is just another one of those gigs. I'm focused and you're focused. You've got your career. I'm doing what I love to do, but these are gigs, side gigs that folks can make good money doing, and people will dismiss them. And like I said, even when I started with that dog walking one, which is the first one we talked about, it's almost sounds like, well, I don't want to walk a dog, but you know what? You can walk a dog making a few $100s a weekend, and it's easy work. I had a really good friend of mine who paid $25 for some guy to come up, stop by her house, picked up her dog. He walked it around the block, came back home. She gave him the $25. I mean, who can laugh at that kind of money? Let's talk about the next one here, okay? I know I'm going on. I'm excited about this because I know this can help people out there who really do want to make money. And I said it before, if you're not serious, then this list isn't for you, but I don't know any list that is. Let's get to this one here. Next one here is consulting, something I do. And I do it because I can make a lot of money doing it. Thousands of dollars a month as a consultant. You get yourself a few clients and they pay you good money. And I get it right through PayPal. That money hits my account. I look at my account almost every day. I see some money coming in. So consulting is a great way for a retiree to leverage their years of professional experience into a consulting gig. And Kish, you want to get rolling and tell them how they can get started?
Yes, some of the highest paid folks I've known in my professional career have been consultants.
Yeah.
It is a very, very lucrative um, option, especially for retirees or semi retirees. But you can set up a professional LinkedIn profile and it can detail your expertise. And that's a great way to attract clients by, virtual networking on LinkedIn.
Yeah, Kish, and you know what? You have a huge amount of experience working with consultants, and I just stress that word. I emphasized huge because you've worked with clients. You've told me about some of these consultants, and I think to myself, how can they be making five, $10,000 or more offering advice to an organization? And I'm thinking of how could they be making that much money? Because the advice that you tell me that they've gotten in some cases, not all cases, Kish, but I remember you telling me about a consultant who charged a huge amount of money and I thought anybody could figure that out. They didn't need a consultant, but you know what? You can get paid excellent money as a consultant. And most older folks, retirees, have that skill, have the
Yeah,
knowledge.
definitely. Sometimes you just need someone to come in with that expertise, that knowledge, and organize your ideas and your goals in a way that's attainable. And a consultant kind of can step back from the big picture and
Yeah.
provide that information to you or your organization. And yes, they do get paid handsomely for it.
Yeah, you're more articulate than I am. I I say big bucks, you say they get paid handsomely, but you're right. Either way, they can make some really good money as a consultant. I mean, relatively, I don't know, I want to say easy gig, but anyways, let's get to the next one here just so folks can see the ideas that we have and they can play this video back later on. Again, I keep stressing, I'm willing to help some folks out there, a handful of folks, free of charge to get this business off the ground. 45-minute session. Yeah, I'm willing to do it. I keep emphasizing it because I want to help folks do it. I've been doing it for a long time. Why not help some other folks? Let's get to
Yeah,
the next one
take
here.
advantage of that, definitely. First 5 people, reach out.
Yeah, yeah. So let's get to the next one here. This is another one that I really do like, and I'm going to give you a story, but let's get to this one. Sell handcrafted goods. Why? Why would a retiree want to sell handcrafted goods? Well, they want to do it because they can make money. Selling handcrafted goods is a fantastic hobby for a retiree because it can turn a creative passion into a rewarding financial opportunity. Now, let me just tell you a really quick story, just so folks can hear this. I remember as a kid, I remember going to the barber, getting my hair cut. And way back then, which was a long time ago, I remember this guy was selling fishing lures. And I remember it because he had people stopping by his barber shop to buy his fishing lures. And I remember when one time I asked him, I asked him about it. He said, "Yeah." He goes, "I love fishing. I'm an avid fisherman." And he said, "I make fishing lures and people, they just come in and they buy them." And he took me into the side room when he was done cutting my hair. And it was not a huge room, but I mean, he had probably thousands of fishing lures in there. It was a hobby. He was passionate about it. He loved it and he did it. And Kish, why don't you tell folks how they can go about starting this side gig?
Yeah. definitely side gigs as far as, selling goods that you make yourself can be not only lucrative but enjoyable. And a lot of us have heard of the platform Etsy. That is an excellent way to set up shop and sell your goods. Or you can do things like, if you like to do things in person, the old fashioned way, sell your goods at craft fairs, farmers markets, community events. I know growing up, both my parents were very entrepreneurial, specifically
Yeah.
my mom. My mom was
Yeah.
very entrepreneurial, but they both had, side gigs. My mom did sell a lot of handmade goods. She would be at farmers markets. She
I
would be
remember.
at community fairs. She made things like dolls. She painted. I mean, did so many things, and it was a good, you know, um, side income and something she enjoyed.
Yeah, I remember your mother baking and selling baked goods. I remember that, and she was very good at it. You know what? I also worked with a woman who is still, I just saw her on Facebook. She's an older woman, and she has a niche, which is really pretty cool. She makes cakes and all kinds of baked goods for, like, Star Wars themes, things like Star Wars. She'll make a Star Wars, uh, cupcakes with the logos on it and
Oh,
stuff.
that's
She makes money doing it, but that's her niche is Star Wars, and
there's a huge fan base for the Star Wars
oh
series.
my god, man, she's doing it, and, there's no reason why folks out there can't make a retired person can't do one of these side gigs, make themselves some extra cash, and make themselves, some money to supplement their income. Let's jump to the next one here. That
She
was
made
number
me a
5.
Baby Yoda cake. I like
What'd you say?
Baby Yoda.
Yeah.
For my birthday, I may want some Baby Yoda cupcakes. I
I
don't know.
Gish, I gotta tell you something, and this is for everybody out there. She's not cheap, man. Her cakes are her stuff is her baked good. She charges a good price, but she's an artist. She's baking and she charges a lot. Can you imagine it? I mean, I could tell you like a cake. I can't remember what it was. It was $200 or $300 for a small cake. It was about $300. But
Well,
you
if
know
it's
what?
good
She gets
quality and it's a niche, people
yeah.
will, spend the money.
She makes some money doing it. Let's get to the next one here. Next one here is renting out extra space. And let's say why. Why would you want to rent out extra space? It's a great way to make use of unused rooms, garage space. See, a lot of folks don't talk about garage space, but I talk about it, or other properties. You could turn it into a steady source of revenue. And I love this one because my neighbor and the house I was living, the last house, my neighbor was an older guy in his 80s, actually, and he was renting out his garage, the two-car garage. We made some extra money, and I always remember he didn't have a car, had a really nice home, but he was in 80. He didn't need a car, but he rented
Makes
out
so
his
much
garage.
sense. It totally makes sense, especially if
Yeah.
you live in the city. You
Mhm.
know, parking is at a premium. I know there are some cities. I know I lived in a city where there was a lot of street parking, and if you came home at a certain time in the evening, it was hard to find a place to park on the
Yeah.
street. So if you owned a garage, why not make extra money each month just renting that out?
Yeah, and, our partner in speaking of partners in crime, our partner in crime, Scott, we call him Pittsburgh Scott. He's looking to
Pittsburgh
buy
swap.
Pittsburgh Scott, yeah. Well, Pittsburgh, by the way, he wanted to buy that, Corvette, an older Corvette. He, was telling me about it, showed me pictures about it, but unfortunately, Pittsburgh doesn't have a garage. He has a garage, it's a one car,
Mhm.
so but he needed to put the car the car he was going to buy, he actually didn't buy it because he doesn't have a garage, but he was looking for space. And you know what? A lot of folks out there, you can make some money off of them just by renting them either a room or a garage or any other property. Kish, talk about it just for a couple seconds here.
Yeah.
How can people? You can see right here. How do they do this renting out extra space?
Yeah, if you have a space in your home, or like you mentioned, your garage, or even some garages have lofts where you can maybe convert that into a cool, one bedroom apartment, even. depending on what the zoning is in your community, you can list those spaces on places like Airbnb,
Mhm.
Verbal, or even set up a Facebook profile. I think Facebook Marketplace,
Yeah.
you can detail things like that. So
Yeah.
yeah, there's lots of ways to, you know, make money in that way by renting out additional space around your home.
It's called hustling, you know? It's called really being serious about making money, and I know, like, I watch a lot of these YouTube videos, other channels, you know?
Hmm.
And what I see is people who never in a million years ever, ever started a business, but yet they're on YouTube telling folks how to go about doing it,
Right.
it always gets me. They don't wouldn't know how to start a business, let alone how to run it and make it profitable,
Yeah, I
or
guess
how
that
to
would
make.
be like a dentist with no teeth. I mean,
Yeah,
like,
man.
why would I take
You're
advice from
make
you?
you're making me laugh, making me cough, but it's the truth, and I'm telling you, people, who really hustle, people who really want to start a business, you can do it. Find somebody who can give you some good advice. Sit down with somebody, some person you really trust to do it. But get advice from people who know what they're doing. This list is a basic list that can really help folks. So let's jump to the next one, the last one, number 7. Participate in paid surveys. Now, I'm going to say this really quick here. Okay. Why a paid survey? Well, many companies are looking for an older person, people in certain age groups who can give them valuable feedback on products or services. And I've had many companies here at Over 50 TV reach out to me and say, "Hey, Lou, would you recommend our survey to folks? Would you do that? Because we want your audience." Now, you're not going to make a huge amount of money doing it, but you can make some extra bucks. Kish, why don't you tell folks how they can go about doing it?
Yeah, survey taking is a great way to make extra money. And you can register on websites like Prime Opinion Online Surveys, Survey Junkie, Swag Bucks, or User Testing.
Yeah. 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 Those are good platforms. The thing about it, I like that as a way to make some extra money if you're somebody who's sitting around the house and you need some extra cash, you need it right away, and that's why I like Prime Opinion. I'm actually an affiliate of Prime Opinion. I want to make sure I throw that out there just so everybody knows that. But there's a lots of ways you can make money with surveys. You just check them out, see if it's worth your time, see if it's worth your effort. Some of you may say no, but if you say no to this one, I've just given you Kish and I've just given you 6 other ways to low effort side gig ways to make some money. So yeah, that's our 7 for today. I don't know, Kish, got any final words for our viewers?
I would just say, take a look at this list and see if anything may fit into your schedule. And, with today's economy, who could not use some extra money and
Yeah.
a side gig? And especially, the folks that come on this channel and listen to your advice, those who are over 50, you
Mhm.
know, um, why not? Why not take a look at one of these easy side gigs to bring in additional income?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. There's no doubt about it. A lot of times I think what it is though too is that there's a lot of people out there who just need a little push. And once they get that little push, they can get rolling and they can make some money. So listen, everybody, that's all we got for you. That's all Lou and Kish have for you, I guess, right, KT?
Yeah, and again, I definitely would encourage, if you want to have that one-on-one 45 minutes with Lou and, maybe talk out some of the ideas that you have, let him counsel you,
Yeah, I'm
coach
happy to
you,
do it.
complimentary for 45 minutes. Uh, s- I would definitely encourage you to reach out and be one of those first 5.
Yeah, and I'm happy to do that. I really am. I love business. I since I was a little kid, and I mean a little kid. I remember going to the library and reading every business book I could get my hands on, every magazine I could get my hands on. It started way back when, and look what happened years later after making millions of dollars with businesses. Here we are on YouTube, making a little bit of money on
Right.
YouTube. But it's fun, and the consulting business is real fun for me. So listen, everybody, thanks for watching. If you got any questions, like I said, send me an email if you're interested in talking to me. Make a comment. Give us a thumbs up also subscribe to Over 50 TV. One more thing I did forget to say, and probably a lot of folks aren't going to hear about it, but we do have an event coming up called the Power of 50 Career Summit, September 28th. Every video going forward now is going to be talking about this extremely beneficial event. Lots of opportunities are going to be for folks who are older who want to learn about how to start a business, but more importantly, how to find a job, the job that is right for you. So that's all I got for you, everybody. So as we say back here at the ranch, have a great day, everybody.